So I had an idea to make a dandelion hat, and by that I mean a hat that looks like the head of a dandelion that has gone to seed. That's what we're doing this video. There are 2 pictures of dandelion hats that I found here and here, and I will try my best to find out who these people are and give them credit in the description below. Let's get into making this hat. This is about to demonstrate to you something about me, and that is how much I hate going to the store, and specifically for random things. For this project, we needed a foam dome to stick our skewers into, and I don't have a foam dome, and I don't want to go to the store just for a foam dome. How many times can we say foam dome? Basically, my plan is to use this product. I am going to make a dome out of foil, and then we are going to spray this foam sealant into it, and then when it is cured, we will cut it into the correct shape. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, let's see if that's the same size. Oh, that sticks over a little bit. We need it to be smaller on the bottom. Do I need to shake it first? Shake vigorously. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna bring you guys in close to see this part of it. Oh, there we go. I'm beginning to see a flaw, and that flaw is that there's going to be a lot of gaps. But as long as it's like a dense foam thing that I can stick sticks into, I think we should be fine. Oh. It's coming out the top. It's coming out the top. All right, guys, I think that should be good if it expands like it did last time. All right, now all we have to do is wait. What we're going to do for the cap is we're gonna crochet it, and there's gonna be 2 parts to the cap. There's gonna be just a regular like little toboggan, and it's gonna be quite tight for my head because I need it to hold on. There's going to be another little smaller cap that is going to go on top of the foam. So the foam will sit on top of the first hat, and then the second hat will sit on top of the foam. And then the skewers will be stuck into the foam through the second hat, so that it just looks like you have skewers stuck in your hat. So this is something that I've never crocheted before. In fact, I've only crocheted like 3 things in my entire life. This should be fun and a new experience. I've tried to do this like twice so far, and both times I was like watching something, and I just couldn't do it while I was watching something. So you can see I'm not like the best person ever at crocheting, but it's a little messy, but it's a circle. I'm gonna keep crocheting till we have a hat, or my baby wakes up from her nap. So let's just keep going. Coming at you with camera audio just because I'm going to give you a quick update. So I finished the cap. It took me, it's taken me about 3 hours to do this. I was going to show you guys what it looks like. So basically this is what it looks like. Pretty cute, pretty good, and it's going to work for us really well. I just have to make the part that's going to go over the foam. And see how it has these really nice holes? That's gonna be really good for us when we stick the skewers into the foam. And here's our skewers, so they're gonna be sticking into the foam from the top. But I also wanted to give you an update on the foam. Let me show you. Okay, so here it is. Hardened. And I haven't like peeled off the outside yet, so we're gonna do that together. Next few steps are gonna be just, you know, making the other part of the hat, and tomorrow we unwrap the foil, so that'll be fun. So we have the hat. we have the tinier hat, and we have the foam. We'll just unwrap it. Let's see if it looks okay or just like, it doesn't even have to look good because it's getting covered up. Just hopefully it functions. It seems to be coming off okay. Yeah, it's coming off real nice. We got a nice little dome. And this piece of foil. There we go. All right, there's our little dome. It is like not flat. It's not gonna sit on my head very well, and then it'll be wobbly. So we're gonna cut it. And I brought with me my knife here to cut it with. All right, we're gonna cut off this piece. There it goes. So there's our cleaned off edges. Now we just need to flatten this part right here. You guys can see it's a lot flatter now. I don't necessarily want to put this on my head to test it because it's crumbling. And I don't want this in my hair, but that's pretty flat. Put it on the table. Yeah, that's pretty sturdy. Okay, I'm just gonna stab it with one of these just as a little test. Yeah, there we go, it sticks. Perfect. The next step is going to be putting this on my head, like that. Then taking the foam, covering it with this little tiny hat for the foam, putting that on my head, and now we need to decide the spot. And I kind of want it to be on the top of my head rather than the back. Like, imagine the dandelion stems sticking out. It would probably look cuter on the top of my head than on the back. So right there, and then we need to sew it. And you might be like, oh my gosh, are you going to sew it to your head? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I am going to mark it like this. I'm just pinching it with my fingers and taking it off my head. So now I know where it is. And this is reminding me, oh my gosh, it's reminding me of that one orc in Lord of the Rings that has the tiny head on top of their head. That's what it's reminding me of. Okay. And then, oh man. I need more hands. Ugh. We're gonna use our skewers to mark everything, almost like a hat pin. I don't know how to do crochet sewing, guys. I'm kind of just making this up as I go for the sewing part. So it's time to try it on. The little bump thing goes in the front. All right, let's try it on and see if its placement stayed where we want it. Oh my gosh, even more. It reminds me of the orc. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a side by side. Me, the orc. It's so funny. Okay, so yeah, there's the little thing. There's the back. It's staying on my head pretty good. For the dandelion tufts, I have yarn and I'm just gonna split the ends like this, and like one of those is probably not enough. Let's see if the two looks good. I think we'll need like almost like a pom-pom, but not that dense. We're doing an update here. because you guys need to know how absolutely horrible this process is. So basically, my husband here is helping because he loves me.
I do.
You make a pom-pom like this. It's like kind of a sparse pom-pom. And then you have to separate each of these strands into their individual strings. And once all of them are separated, then we take this brush and brush them out so that they look fluffy like that. And it's agonizing. It is not fun. It's taking forever. And I gotta be honest with you, at its current state, I'm not trusting the process too much, guys. But we're gonna do it. We made it to Joann's, and you guys know how much I hate going to the store for one random thing, so now you know how much more I hated doing those fluffs. So here we go. Didn't have exactly what we were looking for, but I think this will work, so let's do it. We are back, and we're going to do a little haul. I got to talk to a super nice Joann's employee, so if you did end up coming to check out my YouTube, number one, thank you so much, and number two, you're awesome. This is the material I decided to get for our dandelion, and it was $10 a yard, so I only got 2 yards. Hopefully that's enough. That, my friends, is called a really good guess. This is the situation in the car. We barely fit. Surprise! I made a tinier hat for Ruby, and she was so cute in her teeny tiny dandelion hat. This hat was overall pretty easy to make. The only thing that was difficult was when we were trying to make the fluffs from the yarn. Definitely would not recommend. Please do not do that to yourself. Just go and buy this material. It is so easy. There's this band at the top, and you just cut it, and then you wrap it and glue it, and it looks perfect. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe, because there are things coming in the future like a group Discord that my subscribers will be able to share crafts with each other on, and maybe in the future there's going to be some gaming that you guys can watch live. So definitely subscribe if those things are interesting to you, and I will see you guys in the next crafting video.